Welcome to another episode of Best of America by Horseback. I'm Tom C. with Kristen Bisco. And Kristen, we're in Ohio at Smoke Rise Ranch. Many years ago, we visited here. But times have changed. Everything's digital now instead of tape. And so we wanted to come back and revisit. And there's a delightful couple that run this place. They just built a new deck on the clubhouse. They're doing so many things here. Yeah, I'm just tickled. The trails, parks on both sides, and the land. They have 50 miles of trails here, plus the state and federal park. There's just unlimited riding here. Any rig can come in here, and we've just had a good time. What are your thoughts on what we did that you enjoyed the most?
Well, the trail riding has been pretty awesome. It's not simple flat ground trails. You know, there's some hills out there, and you know, there's some trail challenges, we'll call them, which has been really fun to ride through. You know, you ride past the pond up a hill and you get a great view of the pond, and you can take another trail and ride up and see the ridges out the way, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous place to ride.
That have never ridden before on anything but their arena can come here and ride. Any level rider can ride here. And if they want to do advanced, there's advanced here as well.
Yeah, and their staff is just absolutely amazing.
I was teasing James all weekend. He's tough guy, can ride anything, do anything, go anywhere. But I found out he used to have a rabbit as a pet, and we have tortured him with that. He's got a real big heart, and so does she. You had a chance to talk to her.
Yes.
How did she impress you?
Oh, they're both very impressive. You can tell how much they care about this particular ranch. You can tell how much they care about the people that come out here and their experience. I talked with Donna some on the trails about how much she loves trail riding, and that lady rides. When she's talking about the 6 days in the saddle, she loves to ride. She'll ride all day if she could.
She has a big heart for helping kids. What did she tell you about that?
That's their passion out here, I believe, is to let kids come out and enjoy the outdoors. Today's society is so much inside. You know, people on their computers or on their phones, social media and all that is great, but to get outside and explore everything firsthand, not through someone else's video, that's the secret to happiness in life, is to get out and enjoy what God created.
We came over to the clubhouse and they said they're going to have a little something to eat for everybody. And how would you describe that setting and decorations for that banquet?
Well, they did a wonderful job setting up for the banquet and for the welcome. They had a reception, and it was just beautifully done. Very much like Southern hospitality, I'd say. Lots of good food.
Years ago, trail riding was anybody can do it, but now it's an industry. And people travel 5 or 6 or 7 states just to come here for this weekend.
Yeah.
And they're blown away by not only their hospitality, but how nice everything was. And they're saying, all this is for us? Yeah. Trail riders are the very best of the equine world, and that's why we call it Best of America. It's going to be a lot of fun for you to visit this show, see new friends and old friends. This is a great place to visit. If you've never visited Smoke Rise, or if you have been here, you need to come back. This is a great place in Ohio. I'm Tom C. with Kristen Bisco. You stay tuned. We'll be right back.
On this episode of Best of America by Horseback, we are riding with viewers in Gloucester, Ohio, at Smoke Rise Ranch Resort. The ranch, nestled in the rolling hills of southeastern Ohio, is a working cattle ranch that offers guests an opportunity to experience the adventures of the Old West, not so far from home. You can bring your own horses to Smoke Rise Ranch or go out on a guided ride on one of their rental horses. Whether you prefer to be part of the action with cattle drives, cattle sorting, and guided trail rides, or to ride at your leisure, Smoke Rise Ranch is sure to give you a taste of the Old West with the famed cowboy lifestyle. Located just 7 miles from Burr Oak State Park, Smoke Rise Ranch has nearly 2,000 acres of privately owned land, bordered by a wildlife management area and the Wayne National Forest, totaling over 30,000 continuous acres.
How did you end up getting here?
About 12 years ago, I won a sales contest, and could go anywhere, and I wanted to go to a cowboy ranch. So we come up here, me and a couple friends, and we just kind of got hooked.
How many miles of trails do you have here?
We have about 50 miles of trails on our own property, and then we border the state land on one side and the Wayne National Forest on the other.
So they can ride forever?
Yes, you can ride about as far as you want to go.
The property has a host of features, from rock bluffs to lush green bottomland. There are ponds to water your horses, or just fish the day away. Riding out on the miles of trails, you have the opportunity to view some of the abundant wildlife here. There are trails suited for all riders, from beginners to more challenging mountain trails for those riders who are more experienced.
You have 1,000 things to do here, but when you have some spare time and nobody's around, you get on your horse. Where do you ride? What's your favorite trail?
We have a couple trails. We have one that goes to the cave, and we have one that we call Beaver Run that we spent weeks with hand clippers clipping around the beaver ponds we have on the ranch. And it's a beautiful ride, but it's not for beginners. I call it an intermediate ride, and we have trails for every level. So if people will let us know how they want to ride, we'll tell them where to go, where not to.
If you don't have your own horse, Smoke Rise Ranch offers guided trail rides on their own rental horses. And they are dedicated to providing activities for children, including pony rides.
Somebody watching from California, Oregon, North Dakota, Texas, they want to come up here to ride, but it's a long haul with horse and trailer. So they can fly in, and then they get here, they have rental horses.
Yep.
And where would they stay? What are the accommodations?
We have cabins. We have rustic cabins. It's a one-room cabin. They have 4 bunks, a queen-size bed, refrigerator, stove, microwave, but no running water. They're situated around our bathhouse. And then we have 3 luxury cabins that are log homes that have complete kitchens, dishes, linens. You really just bring your clothes.
When I heard you have rental horses, a lot of places have, quote, rental horses. Not too hot. And someone wanted to ride, and so they hopped on one of your rental horses, and they were talking about how surprised they were. Dead broke, but plenty of spirit, and did the trail rides, whether it was hills or whatever, did it perfectly. So you must have a lot of pride in those horses.
We pride ourselves in our ability and our wranglers' abilities to match people to horses.
In a few minutes, I'm going to be talking to your wife. She's your backbone, isn't she?
Yes, she keeps me going in the right direction, and she keeps everything here. She does the details.
Y'all do a lot of stuff with kids here.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about that.
Well, James and I are big on children and getting them involved in the horses and things. And we've got some therapeutic riding instructors, and we try to do therapy riding. We have some camps that come in here, and we do the guided pony rides, and that is the most wonderful feeling in the world when you see those little kids get on those ponies for the first time and their faces light up, and you get to lead them around the ranch. And we've got a little trail, and they think they're on a big trail ride, and they think they're out west and they're riding around. And just the look on their faces, to introduce them to horses at such an early age, it's wonderful. We got the playground here for the kids to come over and play. Hopefully we'll get the pool running this summer, and they can play in the pool and ride their ponies all around the ranch.
There's a special bond between you and James. Y'all work together as a team, and he's got a really big heart. You want to comment on that?
We got together because we have this bond and this need to help animals, help people. That's just where we excel. We want people to enjoy the outdoors. We want to see kids grow up and make something of themselves. And we're real big on rescue, horse rescue and animal rescue.
So you're the one that comes home and say, guess how many horses we have now?
No. James is the one. It's funny. When I walk in, and I walk down the aisles in the indoor arena, and I say, well, whose horse is this? all the wranglers just sort of turn their head sideways. You know, they're like, I don't know if we're supposed to say that's James's horse or not, you know. But he's got a big heart, you know, and we take in horses and we put 90 days on them. We get some training in them, and we make them good horses.
When Best of America by Horseback returns, we will look at the extensive campground and other opportunities at Smoke Rise Ranch in Ohio. Best of America by Horseback is riding with viewers in Ohio's Hocking Hills at Smoke Rise Ranch in Gloucester. For people coming to camp, Smoke Rise Ranch offers large camping areas scattered around the ranch, so you never feel crowded.
You have an extensive campground. Pull your rig down, pull through a spot. Everything is there for you. A lot of trees and a lot of shade. A lot of nice breeze, a lot of firewood to build a fire.
Yeah, I try to tell everybody that, you know, it's not like a normal horse campground in our area where you drive in and you got your 10 to 20 sites in a semicircle, you know, and you've got your stall right there. This place is laid out so that you can ride your horse everywhere. You can ride your horse to the bathhouse and tie him up, you know, while you go get cleaned up. And then you can get on him, you can ride over to the indoor arena and ride around in the arena a little bit and warm him up and get him ready for the trails. And then at the end of the day, you get on your horse, you ride over here to the clubhouse. It's just laid out so everybody can just ride. And no clocks, everything's on Smoke Rise time.
You can bring your own portable corrals or use the picket lines throughout the campground, or rent a horse stall in the indoor arena.
Other activities here, cattle?
We do cattle roundups. Do them on the 3-day weekends. Like we're doing one next weekend for Memorial Day. We do a cattle drive on Friday. And after we bring them in, we let our guests help us sort them, and then we'll separate them into the 3 pens. And then Saturday morning we have a cattle clinic for people that've never sorted, so they can learn how it works and how the game's played and the sorting is. How to work cows, the basics. And then we always have music on Saturday night. And then Sunday we always have a fun show, something for the kids and adults.
Coming up, we have the train robbery with the Hocking Hills Scenic Railroad. And
Not a lot of people get to do a train robbery, so how does that look?
it's fun. There's usually over 700 passengers on the train, and we have the Smoke Rise gang. That's usually between 20 to 30 horseback riders. And they come in on Thursday, and we have trainers that help people for the first time, you know, with their horses, to teach them how to run with a herd. And then we work on shooting off, you know, shooting blanks off the horses. And you dress up in Western attire. We go and we hide, and when the train comes by, we run out and we rob it.
Oh,
And we board the train, and oh yeah, it's great. You'll have groups of 2, each have a car assigned to them. One person will hold the horses, the other boards the train, and at the end we give out blanks, shotgun shells, or to the kids, you know, or to the older people as souvenirs. Smoke Rise isn't just for trail riders, and it's not just for cattle people. It's for anybody that has a horse that wants to try something. And it's a great place to get out of your comfort zone and try different things. Like, you know, if you've trail rode your whole life, but you thought, I might want to try a cow. You know, you can come here and you can feel comfortable trying that cattle drive. This place is for everybody. And we're always trying new things.
50 years from now, when I'm not here, you're probably not going to be here either. They're sitting around one of these campfires and looking at the stars and enjoying the breeze here in the Hocking Hills area, and they start talking about old James. What do you hope they're going to remember about you? What do you hope they're going to say about you and your life?
I want them to remember that I help people, but mostly I'm interested in the kids. I want the kids to have an opportunity to have a good life, and there's so much trouble out there now that if parents will bring their kids and introduce them to the horses, the ranch, we have fishing ponds, we can go fishing if they don't want to ride. Give them an opportunity to see that there's more to life than just being in the city.
I hope they say that we made those children smile, that for maybe even for an hour, that child maybe forgot about something bad in his life and just had fun.
You stay tuned. We're watching Best of America by Horseback right here at Smoke Rise Ranch in Ohio. We'll be right back.
Best of America by Horseback is riding with viewers at Smoke Rise Ranch and Resort in Ohio's Hocking Hills near Gloucester. James and Donna Berthasol are hands-on owners working to give all of their guests a great equestrian experience. They are dedicated to their guests.
I wanted to talk about you and your wife and your family and staff. They really roll out the stops. You're seriously dedicated to make sure everybody's taken care of. And I watched you when we got here, and there were people who've driven a long way and they're tired and so forth. It's been raining for a week. We're worried about where we're going to park. You just handle everything. You never get rattled, do you?
It's hard to get me rattled. We've done a lot of horse shows before we come to Smoke Rise. I was with 4-H for 15 years, so we're used to big horse shows, big crowds, and dealing with all different kind of people.
Smoke Rise Ranch provided a meet and greet gathering Friday evening with a speaker from Hocking College, and a banquet-style dinner Saturday night, and family and friends pitched in to make it perfect. After dinner on Saturday night, a dance band performed in the indoor arena, where guests were able to do a little two-stepping. Sunday morning, a cowboy church service was also held in the large indoor arena by 2 local pastors. Natural horsemanship clinician Bobby Knight was at the ride to put on a clinic in the outdoor arena, which included riders who needed a little help with their own horses. One of our sponsors, Gary Stites, owner of Lakota of Ohio, gave a thorough seminar on trailer safety and maintenance during the ride. People attending were given free products for their own trailer maintenance. Lakota of Ohio is located just south of Columbus on Interstate 71. They have trailers for sale, a service department, and campsites and stalls if you need assistance when passing through the area. Smoke Rise Ranch also offers horse boarding and lessons. They are located just 9 miles from Hocking College and 20 miles from Ohio University. When driving your rig to Smoke Rise Ranch, make sure you call ahead and get accurate directions. Some GPS directions take you to a place you can't get to. For more information on visiting Smoke Rise Ranch Resort in Gloucester, Ohio, you can call them at 740-767-2624 or log on to their website, smokeriseranch.com.
Kristen, if people want to join us on places like Smoke Rise Ranch or any of the historic rides we're doing and our upcoming tour around the country and out west and down south and up north, how do they find out where we're going to be and how can they get in touch with us?
So visit our website, bestofamericabyhorseback.com. You can click on our rides and events page and find out where we're going to be at and join us. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and on YouTube, Best of America by Horseback.
Thank you so much for watching. Join us next week on Best of America by Horseback.